Hey, they say the moon landing was fake. JFK, man, they wanted him erased. Aliens in bunkers, government lies, chemtrails painting secrets in the skies. It's a co-host, dual voice, or the code. Digging through the chaos down every dark road. New world order, we taking names. Bigfoot's real and he knows the game. Conspiracy chaos where the truth gets wild. From pyramids to lizard kings in exile. They hide it all, but we pull the thread. So buckle up tight, it's all in your head. Conspiracy chaos where the truth gets wild. From pyramids to lizard kings in exile. They hide it all, but we pull the thread. So buckle up tight, it's all in your head.
This is Conspiracy Chaos. Truth, fiction, or both? Let's dive in.
Let's go. We're back with another episode of Conspiracy Chaos. My name is RGB. Joining me as always, got my co-host, Area 51, Anthony, and Florida Mike. What's up, boys?
What's going on, brother?
Not much, man. Not much. We're gonna dive all over the place here. We got a special guest joining us tonight. We got RedPill Yogi joining us on here. What's going on? How are you? Appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me, you guys. Another day in paradise down here in Southwest Florida, you know?
Oh, nice. It definitely is compared to where we are up here in upstate New York. It's definitely paradise down there. But
Feels
I
great.
found you. Yeah, Mike's the same way down there in Florida. But I came across you on Instagram not too long ago. You're very active on there with some cool videos and some great content. But let's start right from the beginning. What was your red pill moment? When did you start diving down the conspiracy rabbit hole?
So 2020, the scamdemic, the plandemic woke me up real quick. I think there was like a big wave during that time where a lot of people woke up. So I never cared about politics at all until politics invaded my life, being a business owner, owning 2 yoga studios, and then expanding to my second location 7 months before I was forced to shut down for 3 was extremely unforeseen. And then I started to kind of pay attention. So I was in Maui in March of 21, and I flew back, unmasked, all that jazz, sheer chaos in the world, and I never got sick. So I was like, something's not adding up, because they're telling us if you go outside, you're going to die. So that's when it started to like really shine for me.
Yeah,
if you remember in the beginning too, remember the videos they were showing us, people in China walking down the streets falling, the hospitals in Italy, all that wild shit.
Fear. I mean, it was crazy.
The box truck, the trucks filled with dead bodies, supposedly.
Yeah.
We also, just so you know, I understand what you went through because we are just coming back. Actually, finally, we've been in business 52 years. We own basically just a convenience store in a big state office building. I'm 3rd generation, and they shut us right down. New York State's the worst, and people are still working from home. I mean, most people are back now, but it's still kind of like a 50% at home. So I understand how it hurt you and your business, because same thing for us. It was a struggle.
Yeah, I mean, to say that I was not victim mentality at all, but to say I was one of the millions of people in America to like lose my business and lose everything, like, and that's like, thank God that happened, because it has catapulted me into the existence and the reality that I'm currently in, you know? So may I continue with my story a little bit on this?
Absolutely, roll.
So again, literally no lie, 2019, I'm front row at like a Bernie. Bernie's in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and I'm like front row with my friends, like Bernie, like didn't know anything except everybody liked Bernie. Like that's all I knew. And then the catapult happens real quick, right? So a year later, the scamdemic, coming back from Hawaii, blah, blah, blah. I obviously recognize the scamdemic I obviously recognize how that was a tactic to push mail-in ballots. I was a registered Democrat in Maine, and I received at minimum 6 mail-in ballots. And I was like, what is going on? So something within me, just like I would watch, my boyfriend at the time was big into Rush, and we would watch Blaze TV, and that like connected the dots. During the shutdown, I watched Fall of Cabal and Out of Shadows, and I was just like, what? Like, I need to stand on the roof and I need to scream this to everybody. And then just seeing how, the 3 months of lockdown really, people changed, man. And it was wild to see. So there was something within me that's like, all right, we obviously see that the mail-in ballots, robbed the election. I got to go to J6. I got to go to DC. Like something within me is like, this is going to be a historic day. So I'm like, all right, to my community, shutting down. Like, I got to go, guys. I got to go. Got on a bus. There were like 9 buses, all people from New England. We drove like overnight, left at like 10:30 at night, right? Arrive at like 4 a.m. the next morning in DC and spend the whole day there. And just what a pivotal day. Nothing short of a modern day Woodstock, red, white, and blue. 2 million people were there. The prayer, like the love, like the high that was felt, it was unlike anything I've ever experienced. And since then I've been to 3 other, Trump rallies, but the energy, if anybody's ever been to these gatherings, is incredible. Have you guys ever been?
No.
I want to. Mike's not a fan. I am. I'll admit I love the guy. I've been supporting him. Mike and I go back and forth. Mike doesn't. Well, we could talk about this down the road. Mike's not a fan of the whole AI and digital ID that's coming up down the road that he's possibly.
Planeteer, him partnering with Pfizer.
I think
it's not going to happen. There's no way.
Oh, it's going to happen. I have friends in the UK that are saying it's happening in the UK as we speak.
It is.
Agenda 2030 is very real. MAGA is very real.
I'm very aware of all that. Like, I understand it's happening. Like, the reality of it is it's already here, to be blunt.
I'm not as worried about, like, really what is the problem? I guess I don't understand what would be such a big deal of having a driver's license or an ID on my phone. Is that basically all it is? Like, your
no,
ID on
it's nowhere near that.
All right, I'm just dumb then. I don't understand. See, I'm new to conspiracy stuff. I don't know what the.
You haven't been doing your homework. I send you lots of homework to study because you were unsure, and I give you all this stuff to read, and you don't read it.
Well, I want her to continue down her path, though. I'm curious to hear more about the rallies and the one thing I'm interested in. You keep bringing up is the energy and the vibe at these events. Kind of explain that a little bit. What do you mean by that? Like, what kind of just the positive, like just the
love, the hope, the faith. It was so cold that day that like it was supposed to be like 30 degrees warmer, but then we get there. So like, I don't know if they did direct energy weapon or what they did, right? If weather was just being weather, but it was fucking freezing that day. So you had people there like, are you hungry? Are you thirsty? Do you need little warmers for your hands and feet? Do you need a scarf? I have extra gloves. Like, the community element of it just blew my mind.
The 9/11 feeling, the patriotism feeling, the everybody's together feeling. Post 9/11.
Red, white, and blue was unlike anything I've ever seen in my life. But then, interestingly enough, so like we're at the Washington, monument. We're listening to everybody speak, and I'm on alert. Like, my intuition's just like, stay back, but like, eyes open. So that's purely why I was there. We walk over to the Lincoln Monument just because we're like, it's fucking freezing. Like, let's go. So many people were speaking, right? And I'm just taking it in. They have like, I posted a couple days on my Insta story. I should post it again. But on the steps, it's all these people with the huge poster of Nancy Pelosi. She's ripping up the Constitution with these reptilian fingers and fangs. And everybody's like, lock her up. And I'm like, yo, people know. Like, this is amazing. And at the same time, I like turn around and I see these black vans with just men in sheer black jumping out of them, unmarked. Everybody's in red, white, and blue. These guys have vests, shields, masks, helmets, and we're like, what is going on? Because that does not match the energy that is, So go back to listen to everybody speak, like, let's march. Okay, so then we all go over just like a sea again of red, white, and blue. And as soon as we get to the building, when I tell you the energy radically different, it was turbulent is how I would describe the energy. There was scaffolding like right on the building and people were climbing it and we're like, what the fuck is that? I'm like waiting for it to collapse any second. You see all these like bike cops just like perched up, not doing anything, like move forward. It's just chaotic and turbulent. And I didn't see anybody go in. I didn't go in. I never saw any violence. The most violent thing I saw was people were getting tear gassed, you know? It started to get so rowdy that we're like, okay, let's kind of head back to the bus. And as we leave the city, we finally get cell service back. They cut all the power, you know, just in case detonation, stuff like that. So we get out of the city, we're like, woo, America, USA, woo, woo. And all of a sudden, like, bing, 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 bing. The news is showing like a war zone. People are like, are you alive? Are you okay? And I'm like, we're great, woohoo. And everybody's like genuinely concerned that I'm like dead in a war zone in DC. So that's when I was like, holy sugar, the media is the virus. So then 2 days later on my Insta story of my business account, I posted a picture of me doing a handstand. I'm at the Lincoln. I'm doing a handstand with the Washington Monument behind me. It's a story. It's not a post, 24 hours. There's no words. On my personal Insta story, I am on the lawn with the Capitol in the background, like doing the peace sign, like smiling. That's all I posted. I wake up the next day, there's a red arrow to my face. It's like Nazi, racist, insurrectionist, white supremacist. We need to put her to bed. I go viral like instantly overnight, like racist, you know, calling me all the names.
Whoa.
I was shocked. And these were mostly people I've never met, but there were people who like worked for me and like my friends and people who I knew who were just like, we need to put her to bed. And I'm like, you guys know me. I was at your wedding and I was at the hospital the day you gave birth. And they just switched.
Oh, people
overnight.
turned. Oh, yeah.
Instant.
Wow.
Yeah.
Instant.
Did you ever see the Tucker thing that came out where he was showing like what really happened inside, where they were actually like basically
that guy with the
guided
costume on, they escorted him right
They
into
escorted
the,
him.
Yeah,
It was kind of like
picture.
a guided tour. There was definitely a few bad apples in the bunch, like breaking windows. We saw that same clip over and over and over and over again. But I think 95% of the people were just there to support the cause.
They had that one guy, the Ray something, Ray.
With the guy with the horns?
No, there was another guy outside. His name was the older gentleman, Ray something. Ray.
Is it Epps?
What is it?
Ray Epps.
Ray Epps, yes, Ray Epps. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Thank you. Ray Epps was out there, and he was they say he was an agent allegedly, and he was like telling people, "Come on, let's go in. We gotta go in. We gotta go in." Like trying to, insinuate the whole riot and like really get it set off. So,
well, supposedly Nancy also denied sending the National Guard. Like I think Trump asked for the National Guard that day to be there, and she totally ignored it.
Of course she did. She's the one that helped everybody get a map of the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's
the most corrupt one of them.
No,
all.
but to answer your question earlier, I really, really, really do want to go to a rally. If he comes back to my parents just got a condo down in Wildwood, so I'll be.
Yeah, he was up in Albany in his first
I don't think
term,
he would. He's been going to Wildwood the last couple. He's been at Wildwood the last two times he ran, and I mean he's got the whole shore side of Jersey. Like they love him on the shore. It's pretty.
You want to go to a Trump rally? Just come down here. They have Trump rallies down here every day.
Yeah,
but my county alone had a Trump rally every weekend, and then they had a No Kings rally yesterday. And you just see a bunch of rednecks diesel fogging the entire group of protesters. It's pretty insane.
To be at such a historic event though as J6 was, I mean that's pretty crazy one to knock off in the cap there for sure. So
it was, like I said, I knew it was going to be historic, and I had to be there. I'm so glad. I think that's when. Go ahead.
No, I just can't believe people are still talking about it though, like bashing him with but still J6. Oh, you guys, literally liberal cities are burning down, and all they can still say is, "Oh, J6,
It's
you
mental.
guys." Yeah, it really is. It's bad.
sheer TDS, which is a severe mental illness, blended with the literal nanotechnology in these people who rolled up their sleeves, glitching with the 5G technology. So like, no wonder why people are bugging out, and they're just completely illogical because they're literally being programmed to be that. It's wild. It's a wild life that we're living right now.
You brought up the movie Out of Shadows. I thought that was a great documentary to really show how brainwashed we truly get from the Hollywood and entertainment side of things, where just everything is programming. That movie does that documentary movie, whatever you call it, does a good job of showing that, I think, with the stunt man.
That was pivotal. And I think for me to see that and then really understand the agenda at play to like suppress people and how literally everything is a lie, like literally, I'm just like, holy shit. If this level of darkness exists, then the light has to exist. And that's just like been my journey the past couple of years of just seeing beyond the political stage. I'll forever be grateful and talk about politics because A, it's a clown show, how can you not? And B, it was pivotal in my awakening, if you will. But to truly know that it's greater than politics is a level that, again, not many people have reached yet,
Mm-hmm. Now,
let me ask you a question to you too. Hold on, let me ask this question to my two Trumpers. So, if programming is very real and MK Ultra is very real, what makes you think Trump and his little posse is not programming you to think one way?
I mean, first of all, I do not identify as a Trumper by any means. I
Okay.
understand.
They said you love Trump, so that's why I was saying it.
I do.
No, for my story, the 2020, I'm grateful for politics for that reason. But Donald Trump is a character, my flesh and no man. How God is working through any man is nobody knows that.
There we go.
But I don't doubt that the Donald Trump character is working for sovereignty and working for the best for the people, because let's be honest, this timeline, it cannot continue. The way we're living in these systems, it's got to end. And I think we're living in those times right now as end times.
Yeah, because they say we're at the end of the damn, I'm forgetting with how something with the moons. We're coming to an end of a timeline, and we're about to hit the restart button here, and that's why
Great reset.
Yeah, but it's not. It's called something. I'll think of it. And that's why we're about to switch over into like a whole different
Nobody knows
energy.
The end of times except for the big man upstairs. Shut up, guys. Everybody tries.
The end of times are the ways in which we've been living. We're not going anywhere. There's not going to be, it's a spiritual warfare that we're in. So when people are biblically and religiously programmed to think it's going to be this apocalyptic doomsday, I'm like, guys, that's not what it is. It's
Kali Yuga
crumbling. What'd you say?
The Kali Yuga. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay.
It's
there's
Kali
so
Yuga.
many. What is it? Every how many hundred years?
I'm going to ask ChatGPT right now because that's what I was about to ask ChatGPT. What's the thing I'm talking about? Probably
Gotta love AI. Well, fuck AI, right?
I'm like, I'm very anti-AI because anything artificial is not of God. And when you understand the spiritual warfare, you are either of God or you are not. And artificial is not. So I'm very vehemently against
I
AI.
don't consider ChatGPT like generating questions for me, like, because I have another podcast. I use it all the time. I don't consider that like real AI. I just consider that like quick searching the internet for me to generate questions for a certain somebody. Like, they're not like transforming somebody's face. Like, I think like a lot of the AI is ridiculous now, which I don't believe in. But when it's just like a quick search on the internet, that's all ChatGPT really is to me at the end of the day. I feel like, I don't know.
Yeah, some of them are crazy now.
ChatGPT is just as bad as any other AI.
I agree.
ChatGPT generates answers to fit your agenda.
ChatGPT is AI. Whether you want to think it is or isn't, it is at the end of the day.
Oh, 100% is. But listen, I barely got out of high school, so I needed to figure some shit out.
I so wish it was like available when I was in high school. Oh my god, I would have so cheated my way through high school. Oh my god, I already
the Kali
did.
Yuga is the Hindu.
See, back in the day, you just had to pay somebody to do it for you.
That's
true.
That's
all.
What'd you say? What is it, Raj?
It's a Hindu concept referring to the current and final age of the world cycle, often described as an era of decline, materialism, and the moral decay. That's pretty much what the hell we've been living in for the past 20 years.
And so why should that not be celebrated? Why are we not excited about that?
Yeah, and the times are coming. We're here for it. It's been a wild ride. Buckle up. Grab the grass because we're about to fall off the earth here. Let's see what happens.
So,
we're just
what
anchoring
other?
it.
I know. So you said the scamdemic really got you woken. What other have you done now since then? Kind of went down the rabbit hole for any other conspiracies. What else do you really believe in?
I believe everything is a lie. I don't doubt. I mean, I exist in a place. Can you guys comprehend and understand like time and money aren't real? Do you get what I mean when I say
Sure.
that?
Of course, it's an illusion.
We could definitely like. I feel like we could survive as humans like without money. Like this world was created to not have to have money. It was created, obviously by the Rockefellers.
I get money's not real, but time. What do you mean by time not being real? What's your theory on that?
Time is a manifestation.
It's a man-made illusion to entrap.
It is.
Well, time in like the
I agree.
calendar and like itself, but like there's still the sun rises and sets like at once a day. Like there's still like a
The cycles, the natural
revolving cycle, right? Whether it's a certain time, whether they created it being 24 hours or 365 days in a year, like that could all be bullshit. Or is there? They say they're really supposed to be 13 months, not 12. You ever hear that one?
We live by the Gregorian calendar. It's man-made by the Catholic Church. A woman has 13 menstrual cycles. The moon has 13 cycles. Again, case in point, evidence that they're just trying to suppress us even more.
Yeah.
Taking all the shit out of the
I believe
Bible.
that.
That's why they took 4 weeks and split them into 4 months instead of having 13 months.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep. Yeah,
Wow.
that one's definitely. And then what is the symbol's the dragon, right? Isn't wouldn't the 13th symbol in the original thing was like a dragon or something? And
well, that's in the Chinese calendar. The dragon is in the Chinese. It's the only. That's where like the whole like were dragons real or not? Because like the Chinese calendar has.
Yes, they were.
The Chinese calendar has all real animals or whatever they are, mammals, animals, and then they have the dragon has like the 13th.
Right, and they took that out. Why'd they take the dragon out?
The dragon.
Oh, I believe there could be dragon. Absolutely, there could have been dragons. There was flying dinosaurs. There could have been fucking dragons. Why not?
Dinosaurs aren't real. It's dragons.
Dinosaurs are not
yes, my
real.
girl.
That's a fun one for me when people ask me, Raj, what's a crazy conspiracy you're into? And I'm always like, dude, dinosaurs never existed. What do you mean? There's I've seen them at the museum. I'm like, bro, that's all fake. None of that is real. That's all plaster.
All fake.
You got tricked on that grade school field trip. I'm sorry, but it ain't happening.
Are you guys, another one that I love to talk about as a conspiracy theorist is I'm a firmament. I'm not a glober. What about you guys?
So you think it's flat? You think it's flat Earth and a firmament?
I believe in realms, dimensions, lands beyond the ice walls.
Okay, I've been leaning that way. I've been doing a lot of my research. I actually, I'm sure you've seen Flat Earth Dave, but he did a good one on Jim Brewer's podcast. Which I think most of Flat Earth Daves are always the same.
I was gonna say, if you've seen one of Flat Earth Dave, you've seen them all.
But because Jim Brewer brought on a couple guests, and they pushed back and they questioned him, and he had an answer for every pushback. It was pretty good, man. And he believes the same thing though, that you kind of just step up and out to more lands type thing. It's you got the ice wall. He goes, and then that's keeping the water in.
That's the outer space.
Yes, those lands are your outer space. Those outside.
That's the
lands.
outer space.
I mean, the map in the I think it's like the UN office. There's a map in the UN office on the wall that shows
Flat Earth.
Shows the colonies. They show the colonies beyond the ice wall on the map in the office.
Yeah,
and there's the only reason we got all these countries fighting, but yet they all have a united treaty as one
with Antarctica.
No one's allowed to go to Antarctica
except one country. Israel's the only one that isn't part of that Arctic Treaty.
Really?
Yep.
That's interesting.
Coincidence?
Yeah, right?
Mm.
Absolutely. No, there's a lot of fun ones that go down though, because once you get into it though, and then you start to really dive in, it turns into a whole little rabbit hole that you can go in so many different angles, but it always kind of leads back to the same group of people and the long scheme of things as well.
This poster behind me is from a company called The Great Awakening. It is so cool. You guys got to look it up. Oh my gosh. So basically it goes through all of it, the Great Solar Flash and just every conspiracy. And there are times I look at that poster and I'm like, I've never even heard of this, whatever. But it also divvies them up in regards to each planet too. It's quite fascinating. You guys should do a quick Google after this and check it out.
I'm looking for it.
Definitely.
Is it? It's
Definitely.
just the Great Awakening. It's coming
Yeah,
up.
Awakening poster, whatever. Yeah, The Great Awakening.
Let me see.
There's literally nothing that I could talk about or you could tell me that would make me go, no, because it's just so crazy and you can't make this shit up. And the divinity of it all just makes me laugh that you could be like, oh, well, did you know the most absurd thing you've ever said? And to be like, yeah, sure, could be. We're living in a realm of shape-shifting reptilians. Like, yeah, I don't doubt it. Yeah, this one.
Is this it?
Yeah.
You can't really see it. I don't know if
I always tell the boys, and they won't. I know they're lazy and they haven't done it yet. But do you remember the movie series V? That was in the '80s.
What was it?
RedPill
V?
Yogi. V. It's called V. So what it is, it's a mini movie series about reptilians who are wearing human skin, who infiltrate our government, and they eat rats, they eat this, and they program humans to believe that they are our one true leader, and we serve them. And they're infiltrated through everything, military, government. I try to get these guys to watch it. They haven't
I
watched it.
remembered it, Mike. Once you showed it, I remembered it.
They have to
But
tell
if you haven't
us.
seen it, Red Pill Yogi, if you haven't seen it, the movie series, I don't know if it's on Netflix, but it's called V.
Yeah,
Are they
there's a lot of
cartoon based?
What's that?
Is it cartoon or like real people?
No, it's real people. Oh yeah,
it's
real
like
people.
it's like
totally
real people.
like 80s, right?
Yeah, and it's
Yeah, I think
almost
it's
like
80s.
got like Terminator like style where like their skin's like half ripped off and or like they can see in 3D. Right? Is that what it is, Mike? They see in 3D and they can see like who the other
Yeah,
aliens
so
are and type shit. Yeah, reptilian
mhm.
type shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if I can show it, but it's right here. If you look it on YouTube, so these people are reptilian, and they just live off their ships. They're planted here in the U.S. and they eat people who define them. There's a it's called V, the final battle.
Is that it, Mike?
Sacrificing. There it is.
No, I'm gonna check
Yeah.
that out. But they have to tell us, as we know, and like, yeah, this is real. So to
Tell you
find
through
people,
movies and Hollywood. Oh yeah.
Mike, I got
it's
a little. Mike, you're a little delayed right now. I don't know if you want to try to
Am I?
reboot there. Yeah.
Nothing I can do about it. I got no internet. I'm running on a hotspot, so I'm in the
Gotcha.
process
You're
of
good
moving,
right now.
so it's gonna be tough.
All right. You're good. Just didn't
I'm
know.
gonna send this to the group right here.
What are you sending, Mike? You want me to bring it up?
It's the clip of that movie, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
And I sent a clip of she was talking about COVID and stuff. I sent a clip of Bill Gates' speech in 2016 where he predicts the exact thing that happens in 2020.
To the
You
T.
sent
That
that
was
to
that
me, Mike?
agenda.
I didn't get it. Yeah.
There it is, right there.
Yeah, I sent them both to the Chaos group. That's the V, and then the one right before it was Bill Gates' speech in 2016. He talks about a pandemic so bad that it's going to decimate 15% of the population, which we need, and it's going to be a virus.
Fucking Bill Gates, man. Don't even get me
Owns all that
started on
farmland and shit,
Who
man.
Trump is now working with, by the way, just so everybody knows.
I don't buy it. I think that's all for show.
It was on TV. Yeah, well, why? Why? When America hates Bill Gates, why would you have him?
Wait. It's on the tell live vision, so we believe it. Come on now, you know better than that.
There you go, Mike. That is true.
You know better than that.
I do know better
I'm
than
not-
that. There are some things that they do put in front of you that is true, that people be like, oh, it's not true because it's on TV. I mean, there are things that they show it through Hollywood, they show it through, different things. I mean, not everything, I would say, is a lie per se. Some things they tell you right in front of you because that's a part of who they are, is to tell you their plan.
They have to.
And most people aren't going to believe it. Exactly.
I mean, yeah, I don't think
So the
they'd
fact
be.
that he's in.
I mean, I'm so far, like, I'm on the level where, like, again, the character of Donald Trump, because, like, I will sit here and say, like, the real DJT died in 1989 in a helicopter crash. Like, that's just where my research has taken me, you know? So I'm like, let's talking about a character here, right? But I don't know if you guys.
I never heard that one.
We're all energy at the end of the day.
Right. And this is, again, the spiritual war, which is consciousness, which is energy, and the tables have turned. So this digital ID, like these pandemics, all this stuff that's like, it's like, okay, I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but they're not going to be victorious in letting it go, because the vibe, we're changing. We're done. We're not participating in their shit anymore. So
it's true. That is true.
Like,
and
okay,
they fight back.
Like, you know what I say about the digital ID? Like, okay, yeah, I still have an iPhone. Like, yeah, you know, we still live in this world. You know, we have to in a sense, but bring it the fuck on, because please let me step away from your society. I don't want to participate in your society where your sin is rewarded and women are fucking naked bending over and like it's okay. I don't want to be a part of that world. So like, please roll it out so I can consciously choose to unplug and not participate. And I think that's where more people need to be if we want things to change. Okay, not fearing the digital ID, but being ready to fucking resist it this time. You know what I'm saying?
Anthony said he was going to do it because he asked me if I was going to do it.
I
told
didn't
him,
say
hell
I was
no.
going to do it. I said, like, I don't think, I'm not like that scared of
I
it.
don't think he understands.
I don't really understand what it is. Like, all I'm seeing is my fucking driver's license on my phone.
So it's
kind of the.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. What is it? No, what is it? You answer.
It's government overreach, basically. And then it could, so everything is going to be either on Earth, everything's going to be hijacked or not. Okay. This could be for the sake of good, or this could be translated for a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? So like, what the fuck in this quantum dimensional field? But back to the digital ID. So we could go down the slippery slope of, okay, you're a Trumper, you read the Bible, you whatever, we're going to be like China and you'll have a social credit score. And like, yeah, that's fucking totalitarian dictatorship. Like, that's fucking scary. That's tyrannical, right? But then if they roll that out, then we can each consciously choose to not participate. You're going to tell me how I'm worth, like what I'm worth? Like, fuck you. Like, no. God is the only one, and I do not consider myself religious when I talk about God. We can go down that road. But God is the only one that has authority over me. And after seeing how corrupt these systems are, there's no way that we can consciously participate, you guys. Like, okay, 2020 was a little stepping stone. I vehemently went against it. I never wore a mask. I was on the front page of the paper to finish my story. I ended up on the front page of the paper for disobeying the Department of Justice, calling me because people in my community were complaining that I was putting people at risk for not wearing masks. So I had 13 complaints to the DOJ. Okay, you need to take a test. I'm not going to take a test. Your tests are bullshit. Okay, well then you need to close down. No, I don't need to close down. I just opened my business. This is how I eat. Her words, and I quote to the T, "It's not my problem." So you think they'll give a fuck about you? Are you kidding? No. And then I had compliance checks. I had 4 cops come to my place of business in 3 days to do compliance checks. You're open. We were told not to. You're open. You're told not to. The next day, here's a printout of the draconian executive order. I know my rights. I know what I'm talking about. Okay. Same day, he came out with a threat to arrest me and charge me $1,200 on criminal charges if I did not close my business. And that was my breaking point. And that's when I'm like, I'm fucking done. And I kind of disappeared and retracted for a while, closed my businesses, left a 4-year relationship, had a yard sale, packed my car, hit the road, drove down to Florida, and I've never looked back.
And here's the thing too, like for all of us that are awake, like I'm with you. I'm not complying to shit. I'm not complying to digital ID. You want to throw me in an 80s vehicle that has no computer and runs off of whatever, I'll do it. If you want me to barter, grow gardens, work with people, and not have to deal with anything that has to do with their social goals, I guess, I'm there. But unfortunately, there are millions of people who are going to fall right in line. And they're going to do it because they're scared to lose everything.
Well, look how many people went and got the
Because
jab. They basically just walked
Exactly.
with no questions
Exactly.
asked.
and part of the social credit score, she said, in like the digital ID is to identify those who did get the vaccine and those who didn't. Like that's one of the big things that they want
Can't
to
they
do.
do that
Now,
anyways?
like I haven't. No, they don't know
What
if
do
I
you
got the
mean?
vaccine or not.
They could fucking
What
see
do you
who
mean?
got it and who didn't. Can't
How?
they? You
They
need
Buddy, they
everyone
would.
who got it showed ID and shit and went in and they signed like like everyone who did they could find that out.
Of course.
And
We have a
and
code.
like
Yeah,
and like they know they're
that's what
already
the
like the
Patriot Act was
government's
for.
already listen, the government's already following us as is. They see the money we spend. They see when we who were they I'm telling you, they're tracking the phones. They're already watching us. As soon as you
The
speak of
Patriot Act,
something,
buddy.
yeah,
Correct, but they're not.
it's
They haven't. Yeah, the Patriot Act, but they're
like as
not.
soon as you speak of
They
something,
have
as
all
the
that.
ad is on fucking Instagram and Facebook, like the phones are listening to you. Everybody's already
Yeah,
listening.
of
So like,
course.
what's the
That's
difference
been
at
like
this
that.
point?
So the difference is all those things that you have that you know they do, they take it to another level, right? So like
Hmm.
say you disobey, then they shut down your bank account, they shut your car off,
Look at what happened today, dude.
they throw
Venmo
your.
shut down. Venmo was shut down for half the
Mhm.
day because of
It's
some
all
issue with
test runs.
Amazon or something like that. They're prepping, bro. This is all the setup. Like this is how they get stuff in play.
Yeah.
They give it a
Like
test. So how many people
I
couldn't
have a friend
access
who's in the
money today?
UK, and people in the UK are writing. Nepal like overthrew their government because of it. You have I thought I read something, an article that Sweden had like 25,000 people get the chip put in their hand. You know, we talked about that. Um, whether it's true or not, I mean that's the agenda they're pushing. They're trying to put fear into people. I for one I don't fear it. I don't listen. I've lived off the grid. I think it's very peaceful. Um, and I think if that came to that point, I'm all for it. Now, people with kids are going to have a harder time deciding what to do. I mean, it's just how it is.
Right.
It's not
But
impossible.
it's coming. No,
No,
it's not possible.
it's not possible.
It's not.
It's here, and that's what people like.
Hmm.
It's here, guys. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can swear too if you don't you can swear on here. I seen you
Yeah.
hold back.
I
a
think
couple
she
of
said
times.
sugar. I think she said sugar one time instead of
That was funny.
Mayor
She sure did.
Mouth. But listen, like my family is in Maine, and like for Maine, for example, to withdraw a religious exemption to not get vaccinated to attend school is fucking government overreach. You're not going to tell me. You're not going to tell me what I can and cannot do, and that's just a
I wish more people
mindset.
thought that way.
It's mental. It's just a mindset that I'm like, gosh, let's mandate like something beneficial for the people. It's like
Yeah.
the world is just so inverted, and I'm just like, it can't continue like this. There's no way. Otherwise, what's the point? Like
Right.
no way.
So from just from talking with you for the last like 30 minutes, you're a very energy and frequency based person, aren't you? Are you into that stuff since you're not religious, but
Can you repeat? I can't hear you that well.
back up?
He asked if
I said,
you were
are
very
you believe in?
energy based and frequency based.
Yes, very, very, very. I'm a severe empath.
Awesome.
And yeah, life has been extremely turbulent, in which I thank that because it's given me the gift of discernment and trusting myself, and like, is the energy real or not? And energy is very real for sure. It will never lie.
Did you notice that energy
Absolutely.
change when you started, down in like when you red pilled and started opening your eyes to what was really going on, kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, there are moments of, gosh, I just like Celine Dion came to my mind, because I'm like, there are moments of darkness and there are moments of light. But yeah, being in a place where, like, I already know that the light God wins. I already know that it's done. So I just sit back and I see this fucking insanity. And like, yeah, I'm like, but then again, I just smile because I'm like, it's good. Like, we got this. It's done. It's happening. It's here and it's now. Like, we need to be excited for this. And I know that I'm like lit for this. a currency system that's rightfully based on, you know, how you are in the world. Like, are you a kind fucking person? Like, you know what I'm saying? A place where, you know,
absolutely.
food and water isn't poisoned, where skies aren't like these things. It's just like we've gotten so far off the path. Like, what are we doing? We're literally debating that a man can have a vagina. Like, what the fuck is going on? You know?
Like it's so true
It's
though. Like
so dumb.
it's so true. Like what are we doing? Like it is
Like,
complete chaos.
people were fucking protesting for no kings. Meanwhile, like, oh, by the way, why are we not unanimously protesting on the fact that like our fucking food and cosmetics is literally
Poison.
poison? Like, food
Killing
and
us.
blood. Like, you guys are making us, it's so fucked up, and people just don't care because they just want to hate Donald Trump. It's like, oh my gosh, God.
And that's what it is. We have a out here
Chef,
by
chef for 20 years here, so I'm all about the food.
yeah. I have by me locally every like Thursday night they do a protest and this lady's running around on the corner with a proud to be Antifa t-shirt on. I'm like, she should be arrested. That's a hate group. She should be
What are
arrested
you
for being part of
saying?
that or a terrorist organization or whatever the hell they got it labeled as now. Like
Like,
then the one lady was like, God bless Jimmy Kimmel. I'm like, yo, what is wrong with these people? Like honest to God, they had the time to go stand on a corner in a small town and do this like they think they're making a difference. Number
Well, what
one,
a good way to
go spend
waste a
time with your family. Go
what a good
play
way to waste a
life or
Saturday,
something.
right?
Yes.
Nice. It was a beautiful day here in upstate New York, and we had these knuckleheads out there marching the streets with fucking stupid signs and
It's
King
not
Burger King hats on. Literally, like
right.
I've seen people with Burger King hats on.
I saw no King's lady, and I told her, I said, I asked her, I said, whatever happened to just loving thy neighbor? What happened to
True.
like caring for the person next to you? And she's like, you're a bigot, you out. And I'm like, wow. I said, why? I said, what is driving you to be so hateful?
Mm-hmm.
Because at
Honestly,
the end of the day, we all have each other. That's it. Everybody knows the government doesn't have our back, or whoever you want to call them.
that
We
is
have
true.
each other. We have each other.
The only time this country was together, when truly was together, was post 9/11. And like right after 9/11 happened, you've seen all the patriotism. You've seen everybody had a American flag on their car window and on their front lawn and all that. But that's the last time you
And it was all
really
bullshit.
Come to find
seen
out,
it.
it was
Yeah.
our own. The
Well, they
scientific
were
Yeah.
method.
well
Should we get
the
into
people
it?
and the people who did that, the people who got like who did
We know
that,
who was
like
behind
yes,
that
a
one.
lot of us love it. Like a lot of people loved it. We got together, but half of those people who are like America this, America that, are the same people who are out there hating on people and treating people like shit. And
Right
I
now,
mean,
yeah, absolutely.
it's just
It's
that is
nuts.
why, like, people need to return to the fear of God. And as a society, there are no more definites. Like, I'm sorry, but like, you can't just lie, chill, and steal. Like, lie, chill,
Lie, cheat, and steal.
steal. Thank you. You can't just like do that. You know, it's like we let it go once, we let it go twice. It's like there need to be consequences again. And that really installs with radical accountability for thyself. Like, you're in a shitty relationship, you're not happy with how you look, that's on fucking you. And we need that to come back. Not sorry,
Accountability.
people are
Amen.
so fucking soft. Like, literally think about it, you guys. People are so fucking soft. They would literally rather be lied to than told the truth. Like, that is so
yeah,
mental ass backwards
yeah.
to me. Like, you can't.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Just for it
And
to
it,
fit their gender. Yeah, absolutely.
well, because everything, especially now these young kids, everything they're seeing is a lie. Everything they're going to see is a lie. All
Everything.
this AI from all these, like on these dudes go like, all right, my cousins, I remember a few years ago, this was shit, we're probably going back like 8, almost 9 years ago when he was on dating apps and stuff like that. The times he would get catfish where the girl would have all this just makeup on or this and that. And then she would come over and be a different person, or it was a completely just different photo of somebody. And like,
Mhm.
just like everything is fake to them. And now they
Well,
like
forget
now with
about that
AI and
now,
the
dude.
Stono app or Sonar app or whatever the hell, dude,
Dude, you
Anth,
know
I
it's
could
gonna be
take
a
me and you and put us on Joe Rogan's podcast right now. It's
Raj.
I
crazy.
think about that too. Like they took the catfish, right? Like people were getting catfish, like you said, and they
Yeah,
literally made on, like she said, television, right?
yeah,
They literally made a show
yeah,
Catfish.
right.
about catfishing to make it
Because
okay,
everything is fake. Yeah, to make it normalized.
to
Correct.
normalize it.
Fucked up world.
Desensitize us. Oh, that's
Ever.
normal. That's the thing. Like, chaos and dysfunction is so normalized. Like, what the fuck? It's just, I'm like, yeah, eating, for example, like eating real foods, like isn't a diet. Like that's just what it is, and look at how just stray we are. It's so insane. And that's why I'm like, these people are not people. Like there's no fucking way that these are just real human beings. There's no way.
Yeah. NPCs.
They might have been, and and the point on that too is like a lot of people did start off human beings, but
True.
they allow the poison, they allow the lies to infiltrate them. And it's like, how like they put the mRNA and they change your DNA in the COVID shots. It's the same thing they've been doing for years, where they're just changing the way people feel, think, act. Hollywood tree, magic, spells. It's all the same stuff, right? And eventually your brain gets flooded with so much negativity. Like, I don't watch the news, but I know that the news for 55 minutes is negative. It's violent, it's sad, and then they throw 5 minutes of good
They'll show you that
right at
cute
the
little
end.
puppy for adoption at the end. Yeah.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
what happens if they did all news channels for, say, 3 months straight, did nothing but positive energy and positive stories? Guess what would happen? People's brains would start to flip. People will start to think differently. People will start actually going and helping people. Like I see people all the time. Someone gets in a car accident or something, and people just look and drive by and film and record
Instead of seeing it,
instead of stopping and helping.
Right.
That is the programming. That is what they want.
And think about how much the other thing too, Mike, is not just like it's all the information we get. Like these things used to be big events, like, and now it's like we just boom, it comes and it goes. Like what I mean? The Vegas shooting. I mean, that was a flash in the pan, boom, boom. Then it's on to the next event. Then it's on to the next event. And on to the next event. Charlie Kirk, and then we're just waiting for the next event to happen. Like it's just boom, 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 boom. These things that happen at the schools and all. I don't want to say that because we'll probably get flagged on YouTube.
Let's go into. You said the name. So this is chaos, and it's kind of recent news. What is your thoughts on the whole Charlie Kirk thing? Whether
I can't.
there's so many conspiracies in it. I mean, people think that he's still alive. They think that it was a hologram. I know that I don't think the shooter. I think he's dead, but I think it was a different shooter.
Did he go through the trap door?
Or people behind it. What is your thoughts of this one? Let's get down this rabbit hole for a second.
Case in point, why Instagram decided to open the floodgates on their community guidelines and let America see this one or two or three clips of a literal murder is case in point that it was a psyop. Okay. So with that being said, that particular bullet, there's no effing way it wouldn't pierce a skull. So that doesn't line up. Has he been buried? Where has he been buried? It doesn't line up.
Where was the autopsy?
Fact. Freemason 33 was written all over it.
The hats.
Yeah, I think the wife is a honeypot. And I think certain country has infiltrated potentially his business, and it's just so evident.
Yeah, Ben Shapiro is now running his show.
I can't.
What do you think of Candace Owens?
Mason.
I think she's also an agent.
She's I like her. She's smart.
There's no way in this day and age, like for what I went through with owning businesses, for just going to protest and fighting for our fucking God-given constitutional rights, like I will die on my feet than live on my knees for this shit. Like I want to go get a fleet of people and like go to Antarctica and pass a wall. Like that's how I want to like sacrifice my life in a sense. With Candace, you can't be speaking truth like this on such a big platform. They would shut you the F down. So I think she's an agent. Literally said she's an agent. She does the hand signals. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, she sat there she sat there on one podcast, I think it was like a couple days after it happened. She's literally sitting there with the Mason symbol the entire time in her hands while she's talking. And she even admits in the podcast that she's a Mason. Then Trump admits, and Trump even called Charlie Kirk a master builder at the memorial.
So it's like they were telling us without telling us.
Yeah, and you can see the squib in the guy's shirt, for Christ's sake. Remember when we showed that video and we did the slow-mo, Anthony? And
Yes.
nobody picked it up, and I told you to slow it down, and you literally see the squib come out of the top of his shirt.
Yeah.
Little
You know,
banging
I
There's a
in.
mean,
lot there.
and look at the movement, right? So, like, here's an example, and it's not the same kind of thing, but you remember when, uh, the hell's his name, the big rapper Biggie, when he died, the
Yep.
movement that it created, you know, the amount of money they generated off of it, because at that time in the 90s they were pushing the agenda of gang violence and drugs, right? And then he died and a gang war between two sides, you know, and you got Tupac involved, and it brought this whole thing, and then it just blew up. It's the same thing with Charlie Kirk. Now you got people running around with "I am Charlie Kirk" shirts, and I got this and
Yeah.
I got that, and
Yeah,
it's
Danny. I mean,
totally
Danny
insane.
thought the same thing from the rabbit hole. Like she said, I mean, they're benefiting out of this. They're benefiting out of his
100%.
death. It's
The
it's
other
kind
thing that's
of
crazy to me
making
is that
sense
when they
now.
carried him to the car, there's no blood on his sneakers. There's no blood trail whatsoever. Like that's, I
It
mean,
was
the amount of
dry
blood
on his
the
arm.
amount of blood, Anthony, when you got to the golf course and showed me that video, the amount of blood that was coming out of that man's neck, and there was nothing there. Like, was that him? Where did he go? Like, what is that? That's craziness.
And I just feel like everybody around him was like
There was all there was operate.
his
Everybody had a
closest
move.
people were no, his closest people just seemed too calm after it happened.
That's what I'm
And the
saying.
guy
Like everybody
the guy
knew their
taking the
next
camera
move.
down, like who would even think to do that after this guy
They
just
all
got
knew their next
blasted?
move.
Like
It
it's
was all
like I
planned.
mean
Like
there would be I feel like there would be pure panic with everybody, and his guys were just like nope, 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 nope.
no, they knew
Like
what
let
to
me
do.
take this
That's what I'm
camera
saying.
down. We're like, yeah,
They
You
knew
should
what to
look up a
do.
picture. You should look up a picture of that area right now. See what it looks like. They literally
they
covered it all
there
with
you go. How
concrete.
about that? What crime scene do they literally tear up within a week, and they don't yellow tape and investigate, and it's just fucking weird. So dumb.
Donald Trump's holding Erica Kirk at the memorial,
Hold on, she's
smiling
muted.
while she has
You're
her
muted.
Freemason.
Yeah, you're muted, I think.
Say something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now
There
you're
you
good.
go.
Oh, yeah, there we go. See, they controlling her. They're trying to shut her
The
down.
glitch.
They're on to us.
Yeah, well, I'm already on their list, you guys. So when everything went down with me and my businesses, I talked to the FBI because these psychopaths were online. Like, this is the DOJ, this is the FBI email and phone number. Call Joanna in, you know. And I'm just like over here being like, guys, like your body will never deceive you, but you know, I'm crazy, radical idea. So I'm talking to the feds, and they're like, "Did you go in?" I'm like, "I know you can track my phone, track my phone, track my phone, track my phone." I didn't go in. Get off the phone, and my J6 pictures and videos are wiped from my phone, gone.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm probably on their list.
Holy shit. Isn't that crazy that they
Wait,
can go
your everything was wiped without them having your phone, or did they take your phone? They took your
No.
phone and did it.
No, as I'm just
No.
on the phone with them.
So they can get into your. All right,
They can
do you remember what's
absolutely.
her name was saying that she didn't want to tell us? She's like, I'm gonna just stop talking right now.
Yeah.
Danny. She's like,
Yeah.
they can
Yeah.
go into your phone and delete it if they want to.
Absolutely.
That's what the Patriot Act was for. That's the whole reason for 9/11. Is so they have total and open control and go into anything that they want, and they monitor and can shut it down. You know, like
That.
there's like my buddy who's a huge conspiracy theorist guy. He's like he's a wackadoo. Like I mean, he's far beyond. And him and I would hang out all the time. And then all of a sudden, I go to sleep. He calls me in the morning. Why the f did you delete my Facebook? Why the f did you do this? Why? I was like, dude, I didn't delete any of your socials, brother. I'm not the one that shut you down. He's like, yes, you did. You know, you're a co-op, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, brother, I promise you I didn't delete you. I said, they're listening because you go super deep and you tell everybody you're on any kind of social media or anything that they control. And you go, I said, of course they're going to delete you. And we haven't spoken since. It's been 2 years, I told him, because, you know, he's absolutely off the walls now, you know, but they have been able to do that, you know, and what was it, a couple of years ago, and they're like, now we're going to start watching your money. They've been doing that.
Yeah.
They're just not letting you know about it.
We live in a self-surveillance state. Give people the rope.
Yep.
They'll hang themselves. I mean, oh my gosh,
Yep.
hey, guy, like we're doing it for them.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
crazy.
Yes, we are. Yep.
Real quick
But
before we let you go, you mentioned Erica Kirk being a
So, yeah.
honeypot.
yeah,
Honey
what
pot,
a
yeah.
honeypot. Um, she's got some ties to her with her mother and her family. What do you want to? What's your theories on her a little bit?
Yeah, sheer honeypot. She was baited. How do you have a successful, beautiful woman with, the such a successful background in sports and business, and then all of a sudden just and not for nothing, okay? But if you are so pro-life, find me a picture of her pregnant, please. And while you're at it,
Amen.
find me a picture of Big Mike pregnant too while you're at
Hell
it. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Big
This,
Mike
We said
was
that on
on
our last
Ellen.
podcast.
Big Mike
Remember
was
we
on
told our friends?
Ellen with the hammer swinging.
that
Oh,
Muted
went
again.
muted. Yeah, you went muted
What the
again.
hell is going on?
Because we started talking about Big Mike and then they muted her.
Hold on. Talk again.
Yeah, I can't hear her.
I'm gonna pause it.
We were getting a little too close there, had a little technical difficulties. Once you start talking about Big Mike swinging the hammer on Ellen, everything gets a little crazy. But yeah, that's I mean, you're right though. We were talking about finding pictures of Erica Kirk, Michelle Obama, and there's a picture of them pregnant. But yeah, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Probably
Barbara Bush.
Yeah, that's a man. That's the first trans in the White House right there. Barbara Bush. You ever see that, man?
Crazy.
Oh, that's a bodybuilder for sure.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Listen, say all you want about Trump, but Melania is beautiful. Okay, Melania is beautiful.
It's the best since Jackie. But no,
she looks real
Red Pill Yogi, we really appreciate your time. This was awesome. We had a lot of fun. Sorry for any technical difficulties here. We'd love to get you back on down the road, especially when something crazy pops up and get your take on what's going on. But why don't you let the listeners know where they can find you?
Yeah, so I'm just on Instagram. Stay tuned as there is a network and a larger platform for Red Pill in the building right now. So thank you guys. God bless all of you. And just don't forget, it's greater than politics, and we're all in this together.
Just follow you.
Thank you so much. This episode was awesome.
A lot of fun. Yeah,
appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm going to follow you as well.
Awesome.
On the podcast.
Constant content on her page, stories. She puts up awesome content as well and gives her opinion on what's going on. So appreciate you coming. Like I said, I'd love to get you back on down the road and go support her page. We'll take a quick break and we will recap.
Real quick question for her, because what she just said. What do you think it'll take for us to be able? Because I talked about this a little bit ago. How you always see all the bad, but you don't see like a lot of good groups. What do you think it'll take for people like us to all finally come together?
Okay, so literally, I just had this discussion like an hour before I came on with you guys. This is wild. Is it wild though? The synchronicities are no joke. So I'm going to give it to you.
I'm an energy guy, so
what I personally think is, again, this is a Christ consciousness that is activating at an accelerated rate, and it cannot be stopped. That's why not just with the scandemic, but with September, in the same breath, I can say that it also did wake a lot of people up. There was another wave, another activation, and again, that's just proving that it's happening at an accelerated time. And thank God, because again, we cannot live like this. So I personally would say, let time prove me right. When I say that would be a public assassination to DJT. I think that's going to catapult us into some days of darkness where the great reset for the positive, for the Tesla energy, for the U.S. corporation that's dead, for the sovereignty, for the Federal Reserve to finally die, for the med beds to go public. I think all of that's going to roll out. And because right now I look around and I think, again, we're arguing that a man can have a vagina. Like, how the fuck are we all going to unify? Like, literally, what the fuck, right? So to me, it's these psychopaths are going to lose their fucking mind because they're so dependent on the system. No grocery, no gas. Like today, no Venmo. Oh, I'm freaking out. Like, guys, what? What? And I don't doubt that after after that, I think Kennedy Jr. is going to resurrect, and that's going to make people say, holy shit, God is real. And then I think from that, I don't have doubt that each and every one of us will rightfully be granted our money back crumbles. And I think we're right there at that tipping point. But they won't have a choice. If the money comes back to these psycho liberals with severe TDS, you'll have no choice but to believe. And I think that's what it's going to take. Something of this world, money, to make people say, holy fucking shit, everything's been alive. But that's just my 2 cents.
That's awesome. That's an awesome way to close it out right there. Go check her out at the Red Pill Yogi.
Thank you, guys.
There we go, boys. Another one. Red Pill Yogi. I wanted to say yoga so many different times when I was saying it, but Red Pill Yogi. Joanna, she was awesome. She goes down. I mean, she brought it all up, really, from the scamdemic to the other thing I wanted to bring up with her was the mail-in ballots she received. How she said she got 6 mail-in ballots.
6 of them. That is crazy. I laughed at that. I was like, holy shit. Because I heard those stories, but I never actually
met anybody
say,
that experienced it yet.
Yeah.
To be at an event like J6, and then at first when she compared it to Woodstock, I kind of started a modern day Woodstock, and I kind of started laughing. I was like, wait, what? And then she explained how chaos erupted.
And it's cool to have somebody that was there to tell you like what you saw on the news wasn't what it really was happening.
I didn't know that.
People were texting people were texting you.
Yeah, I didn't know that when I booked her to come on. I had no clue that she was at J6. I mean, I was like, oh, once she started talking, if you're watching on YouTube, you can probably see my eyes go up like, oh shit. All right, this is gonna be an interesting story because how far did you go here? I didn't know she was gonna tell us she ran in with the guy in the costume and jumped on Pelosi's desk, and I didn't know where it was going.
So that would have been awesome if she went there. Kind of wish she did. No, she was cool as hell, man. Good find, Raj. That was a good
Thanks,
find.
Man. I could, it's when you kind of just see like the content they're putting up and where they're going with it. I knew it was going to be like I knew the vibe was going to fit where we roll. So, good time chopping up with her. Go check her out, the Red Pill Yogi. We'll definitely get her back on here. There's a lot of other things I wanted to ask her about more on the other, like why she decided to really get in the content side of things with the doing this, because it's a lot of work when you put out some of the type of videos and stuff she does, because you got to do the research.
Yep.
Yeah,
she would run a good podcast. She would be a good she knows her shit. She's very well spoken and she's definitely well educated, you could tell.
You guys should throw that Bill Gates speech up on the page so people who are non-believers can actually see that it is a real thing that Bill Gates was talking about in 2016 before it happened.
You want to throw it up real quick before we close out?
More people,
we'll close out. We were going to bring it up before.
We were talking about it.
Yeah, we never did. We'll bring it up for the listeners. All right, this fucking asshole, this scumbag. Oh, it's bringing me to another page.
Looks like Mr. fucking Belvedere looking.
That's right there. I see it.
It's up?
Right?
No.
I see.
Yeah, it went to another page. It opened up to I'll show you. You'll see.
You gotta close it out and start fresh. It's
so annoying. It actually went over. Here we go. There it is. Ready?
It's most likely to be a highly infectious virus. If anything kills over 10 million people in the next few decades, it's most likely to be a highly infectious virus rather than a war. Not missiles, but microbes. Now, part of the reason for this is that we've invested a huge amount in nuclear deterrence, but we've actually invested very little in a system to stop an epidemic.
Wow. So that was in 2016. Holy shit.
2016. And if you go to listeners, if you actually go to the YouTube page and you do Bill Gates speech 2016, it's the entire speech where he talks about depopulation of 15% over X amount of years. He talks about how the virus is going to happen in 2020. It's 4 years prior now. Yep. You listen to the whole speech. It's insane.
Wow.
You know what's
Crazy,
fucked
bro.
up too is that he owns all the farmland and shit now too, and now he's producing all that.
275,000 acres now.
Is that what it is?
Largest landowner in the United States.
That's crazy.
And
Sickening.
mhm, mhm. Crazy, bro.
He's like Lex
Insane.
Luthor. Lex Luthor, man.
Yeah.
Like if
And
this was
I
Superman, if this
don't
was Smallville, he's Lex. Froze
Like
up,
frozen.
Mikey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on, we lost you there for a second. But you froze up there for a second,
But you're
Mikey.
back.
You should be back
Okay.
though.
Okay.
No, but good episode, boys. I had a great time. Great
So did
chopping
I.
it up with her. A lot of cool things we got into. The other thing I wanted to bring back up was when she talked about the guys jumping out of the black vans and the basically military riot gear or whatever. That would be a little interesting to see. Right then and there, you knew something was popping off. You didn't know, like, I would at first. I probably, if I was to see that, depending on, I don't know. I guess you'd have to really be there to sense the vibe. But if they were getting out and like getting information to like make it look like something was about to happen, and they were like protecting the scene. But in that case, I feel like those are the guys that came in and instigated the event.
Oh, for sure.
And
Probably. Absolutely.
you know, that was a crazy
Absolutely.
day though. A crazy fucking day. Imagine that to just run into the Capitol building. And like some people are in jail for it just because they thought they were being funny and they ran in. Like now they're sitting in jail.
I think
Stupid.
mostly everyone's out now. Even the
Yeah, a lot
horn
of
guy is out.
yeah, yeah.
Even the horn guy
And a
is
lot of the
out.
people who went to jail were from Florida.
We're from Florida.
A lot of the people who went to jail at J6 are from Florida. Yeah, I think like
Mm.
6 people from my county alone got arrested. Florida's
Florida
crazy.
man. Florida man.
Florida's
Man.
MAGA town, bro. MAGA
Yo,
baby.
Ant, real quick, Ant, pull up
It was, but now they pay people to come down here. Like
Ray
no
Epps,
Kings, like
Ant.
they pay them to move
Ray
here.
Apps.
Yeah, pull up Ray Epps. Ray Epps, January 6th.
It's coming right up. Yeah. All right. You want me to just read it?
Pull it up real quick. Just pop it on the screen. So might be videos of him talking to the people and shit.
No, this is Wikey. Here we go. Let's say this is Ray Ops is an American wedding planner and former Oath Keepers chapter president who was one of the rioters at the United States Capitol January 6th. Epps served as a United States Marine for 4 years.
Affiliated with the government. Go ahead.
Yeah. Following January 6th, conspiracy theories were shared on Twitter, and former Fox News host Tucker Carlson accusing Epps of being an agent and linking his wife to Dominion voting systems. In July 2023, Epps sued Fox News for defamation.
Defamation.
It was bullshit. Lawsuit was dismissed for failure to prove actual malice. Okay, so.
Oh, so he ended up suing Tucker
Yeah.
because of the January 6th thing?
Sued Fox News. So basically, yeah.
No shit.
So,
I didn't know that. That's crazy. Yeah, because they said he was one of the guys who was instigating the riot and shit, allegedly. I gotta say that it'll sue me too. Pink Jake Alvaro. All right, boys, man, that's a good one. We wrap it up here. We'll be back on. Every Wednesday. We're gonna be dropping episodes every Wednesday. You'll get the occasional live episode now. Pretty much, we'll announce when we're gonna do a live. If the guests are comfortable with doing lives, we'll go live. But for right now, we're gonna drop episodes on the audio side every Wednesday on the YouTube side as well. I'll catch up on those. We'll start getting those up. So this next episode, you'll be hearing.
Adirondack Bigfoot, baby.
Oh yeah, but this is gonna be behind, so we're not even live right now. So the last episode you just heard was our guy John from Adirondack Bigfoot.
That's right.
And now you're gonna listen to RedPill Yogi, but we'll be back with another banger next Wednesday. Maybe sneak in a couple bonus episodes for you as well. But appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share. You boys, I appreciate you guys always jumping on. I love the little debates you guys have been having with the little pushback on the Trump and all that. It's
fun.
It's comical to me
Yeah,
because I'm honestly like dead smack in the middle of my opinion on it. So it's like funny to me to hear both of your opinions and kind of like, all right, I see where he's coming from. Yeah, he's got a decent point. All right, and I'm going back and forth with what you guys are saying. So it's funny.
I'm proud to be a
it's funny.
conservative, my friend.
Yeah,
Listen,
it's fun.
definitely making good content, and we're having fun doing it. And listen, we vibe, man. Look at the three of us go. I
Yeah, we're
love it.
cruising, man, having a good
We're
time with
cruising.
this, and we're gonna keep
Absolutely.
going here. So we appreciate everybody for listening. Make sure you guys, the numbers have been great on the download, so keep it coming. I'll get a lot more consistent. And we'll see you guys next week with another dope episode. Talk to you then. Peace.
This is conspiracy chaos. Truth, fiction, or both? Let's dive in.